Hi everybody, it's Chris again and welcome back to kind of a talking, turning and tea part 2. So the main reason we are filming this is to test the new computer we bought yesterday. If you remember, yesterday it was Monday the 17th, 18th, the 19th, so today's Tuesday the 20th. Yesterday I said we needed to go shopping. Well, we ended up buying an iMac, 21.5 inch screen, and obviously that comes with iMovie already loaded to the computer. So that's the tech that we ended up getting for really the sole purpose of having some good up-to-date editing software and hardware to run it on. So there was that, and also I mentioned about the award, and I was thinking to myself I can mention what that is for because it has gone public and it's on. It is featured on a website. So I don't know if any of you have seen any business cloud stuff or the media story that Business Cloud in Manchester did on me by Chris Maguire, the editor. So they did a story on me highlighting the tech that really helps me get through my, not just day-to-day, but really woodturning. So they did that story and it was published in Business Cloud, which is a publication both online and in print, paper print, that's sent out to business people and entrepreneurs in the northwest. So I was featured in that. They did a story, and Chris Maguire then came and did a podcast about me, and on the back of that there's this thing called the Hidden Heroes of Lancashire that the Business Cloud is doing, and UK Fast, which is a huge techie thinking creative space in Manchester. So the Hidden Heroes of Lancashire, these 12 winners, so there's myself and 11 others that are being recognised for various contributions within Lancashire for business and entrepreneurship. So that's what the award's for. I'm going to be a Hidden Hero of Lancashire. So like I say, I'm going to receive that award on the 25th of April at a place called Lytham St Anne's, not far from Blackpool, on the north-west coast. So yeah, there's going to be a breakfast, lunch, and I'm going to receive the award, and then there's going to be myself and the others on a guest panel, and people are going to ask us, you know, how we started our business and what drives us and things like that. So that's really cool. So that's what I'm getting the award for. I'm a Hidden Hero of Lancashire and I'm being recognised for just doing what I do. So that's really awesome. So anyway, what I'm going to do is get the camera now. I'm obviously going to pause the camera, so I've got another scene. I want a few scenes so Nicola can edit them together. So going to get the camera now and just talk to you about what I've been doing in here lately. So just a second. Right then, so one of the main things that I've been up to in here, and it was to make things a bit brighter for you guys, and I did it to spruce the place up a little bit with the reporters coming and film crews, is that I sprayed this wall white. Now what I did was I masked all the important and electrical outlets out, all the important things in electrical outlets, and the fuse box that's just next to the pillar drill. So I masked everything up, and then I've got a Wagner paint spraying system that we can use for, you know, spraying the shed, and you can also spray all sorts of paints and finishes out of it. So basically I fired a tin of white emulsion. You get a big pot so you can fire emulsions through it. I think this was vinyl silk emulsion. So I fired it through, and the tool racks there, I left them unmasked and gave them just a lick of colour to brighten them up. So Nicola said it really, you know, it has brightened the place up. And also the workbench here, I gave that a lick of wood preservative, which is, I think this is seagrass, this colour. So I gave that a quick lick over just to freshen that up. So I did that and I enjoyed it. So it took me a couple of days, but I mean the painting of the wall, it takes longer to mask all the important gubbings up first. But after that, I mean, firing the paint on with the spray gun, I did the whole wall in about half an hour. So yeah, once everything's masked up, you can just go nuts, and it doesn't matter where I'm pointing. I know that I'm pointing at the wall, so I can just be, obviously because I used to use spray guns a lot and paint in the automotive and restoration trade, so I'm good with the spray gun. So I was yeah, it's good, yeah, recalling some old skills. And basically what I've done with the logos is we're going to get a proper acetate stencil made, but I just got Nicola to print off a couple of logos on some paper, and I've just stuck them up there. And then if I just track over here, there's another one on my little Axminster bandsaw there, which is pretty cool. So I've done that, and then this is the tool. Now you all know what they're all about and everything, but this is that little sycamore hollow form. That's it, the little sycamore hollow form that I did. This is the tool that I use. I'm gonna just get my bearings here. Right, okay. It's the little tool that I used, and it worked really well. I gave it a sharpen on the jet sharpening system, and it worked really well. But yeah, it was trying to catch and grab a couple of times, not horribly so, but a couple of times it just caught and it tried to twist it out of my hand. So I was just keeping a firm grasp on it all, and that went really well. So that's the tool that I used on there. So other plans that I've got for this place is I definitely need to, I think, ultimately get some better tables. I mean, these were things I knocked up out of old scraps, these tables and workbenches, and they've been fine for now, but I need to get something a bit better suited for purpose. So I'd like some, something sturdy, and maybe with storage and cupboards underneath, and get things really nice and tidy. Oh, what's this here now? Right, big. It's an end circle off a log. Can't remember what tree species it is, but that's sort of the norm for me. Got a huge check and split in it here. But what I'm thinking of doing with this is, now, those of you that are attending Maker Central and know of Jimmy DeResta, who's well, in my opinion, is the guy's just incredible. So if you haven't seen any of Jimmy DeResta's videos on YouTube, you must check this guy out. What an absolute talent. He's one of these make anything out of anything type of artists, and he's got a degree in the visual arts, and his workshop is in New York. But an amazing guy. He's going to be anyway at the Maker Central shindig in May. So yeah, Jimmy DeResta, he's made a couple of stools, and he's welded metal work to do the legs and things. But I was thinking that maybe yeah, it's pretty awesome, maybe being inspired by Jimmy to make a stool. So there's a lot of saw marks and things on it, so it'd need fettling to the nth degree to get it nice and smooth. I'd knock the bark off and smooth the outside, and I'll just flip it over and show you the underneath there. So again, a lot of chainsaw marks and things, but that's what I'm going to attempt. I'm going to obviously turn the legs and make a stool, a rustic oldie worldy stool. Now obviously there's the bow ties that you can do to stop checks in wood getting worse. So I'll make a couple of bow ties, and then I will have a go with the chisel and just recess them a little bit. Maybe I could use a a router and make a jig. Anyway, lots of ideas, totally inspired by Jimmy DeResta stuff, and if you're not inspired by the stuff that Jimmy DeResta does, you're pretty much dead from the neck up, I think. So amazing. So yeah, I'm going to make a stool, so don't know when, but I will obviously be doing that over quite a while, and I'll do a series of videos, and it's probably something that I'll come back to from time to time to do a bit more on and upload it. But let me know your thoughts on what I've just said about this. And I could do, I think really now, I think Jimmy DeResta on one, he used the Arbortech system on an angle grinder, which sounds pretty awesome. Now everyone's probably thinking, oh my god, Chris, don't use one of them, but why the hell not? It's me, you know. Go big or go home, I suppose. Now onto this shelving system here. It serves a purpose, it works fine. I know where everything is because I put it there so I can locate it, and I've memorised the shape and the size of various bottles and tins, and what else is there? Jars, that's it. So, but I could do with some nice wall cabinets and cupboards on the wall as well, so that's another thing that I'm going to get round to. So it's all about chipping away and making this a more professional environment, because it all helps with the mindset, in my opinion. You know, I've sort of like gone self-employed now, so I need to be up in my game in many different areas. So there's that area as well, the shelving of death. So that's it for now, folks. Thank you so very much for tuning in again for a few minutes. Honestly, it just never ends, all that sort of stuff. You're just about to wrap up and that fires up, but what the hey. So yeah, that's another little quick insight, but more importantly, I've just got a couple of scenes together there to test the new tech we've got, the new computer and the iMovie editing software. So thank you so very much, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe and like and share everything that I do. It's a massive help and a great boost, and everybody keep on turning. Bye. Ooh.